There are thousands of forts, temples, palaces, and historical buildings in India, which are visited by millions of tourists every year, who gets impressed by the history, architecture, and carvings of these buildings. But in many of these buildings, such technology has been used, seeing which anyone can be forced to think how these would have been made. To highlight those amazing ancient Indian architectures and outstanding technology of ancient India, today we are going to start a series named 50 Wonders of India, More Than 7 Wonders, in which we will see 50 such amazing buildings which can make you mesmerized and forced to think that how these were made and which advanced technology was used to make these wonders. And you will be accepting that the people of ancient India were far more advanced and intelligent than today's world, and were using machines and technology that probably do not exist today. In this series of 50 Wonders of India, More Than 7 Wonders, the temple about which we are going to talk today, it would not be wrong to call it a temple of hanging stones. This temple, which is more than 1,000 years old, is built on hanging stones. As it stands, no lime, mortar, or any kind of adhesive has been used to join the stones of this temple. Rather, it was built by placing one stone on top of the other. Looking at this temple, it seems as if it will collapse, but the surprising thing is that ever since this temple was built, 3 major earthquakes have hit this area, due to which the entire area has become ruins, but the temple is still standing tall and firm even after multiple earthquakes and a number of attacks by Mughals and other opponent kingdoms. What is even more shocking is that such stones are not found anywhere in the surrounding area. It is said that there used to be many other small temples around this temple, whose remains clearly testify to how grand this temple group must have been in its time. The secret of this 115 feet high temple, which is still standing after 1,000 years, is hidden in a circular stone weighing about 50 tons placed on its top, which is called Amlak in the North Indian temple building style. According to the local people and archaeologists, all the stones of this temple were arranged and connected with this Amlak in such a way that all the stones are connected with this stone after connecting to each other, due to which the balance of the entire temple is maintained. If it is removed from its place, then the balance of the entire temple will be disturbed and this temple will collapse. How much of this is true and how much is false will be known only after the stone is removed, which would not be a wise thing.
Another secret of the strength of this temple is perhaps hidden in its foundation. When this temple was excavated after coming under the control of the Archaeological Survey of India, 7 layers of stones were found one after the other in its foundation. The investigation has not been completed yet. If further excavation is done, then it is possible that many more layers will be found below. But it is true that this foundation is the basis of this temple, due to which this temple was not affected by the earthquake, and this temple is still standing the same. An even more surprising thing in Kakamatha temple is the chakra installed on the steps of the door of this temple. This wheel is said to be very mythological. It is said that earlier this wheel used to rotate and the door used to open only due to the rotation of this wheel, just like what we see in any fictional movie these days. This chakra has also been carved very well. However, this cycle no longer works. Therefore, now it has been pushed from the stairs of the temple. But just imagine how wonderful it would look when it rotates and the door opens.
But along with the structure and amazing architecture of this temple, the carvings done inside it are also very amazing and unmatched, in which a clear glimpse of the temples of Khajuraho can be seen, in which different figures and sculptures were carved at different stages. But looking at these statues clearly shows that these statues have not been broken due to earthquakes or storm, but have been broken deliberately because the upper part of most of the statues is missing. Many Muslim rulers also attacked it and tried to destroy it, as evidenced by the remains of temples and demolished statues scattered throughout this temple complex, but they were able to destroy only the surrounding small temples, which were around 50 in number. They failed to demolish the original temple, and the temple still stands intact on hanging stones. There is always a fear of collapse of this very scary temple, built by simply placing one stone on top of another, but even after passing thousands of years, it's still standing tall and firm. Even though this temple has not been included in the 7 wonders of the world, but whoever hears about this amazing temple, he definitely wants to see it at least once. However, due to the structure of this temple and its location in a deserted area, the people here have declared it haunted, due to which only a few number of tourists come here. But whoever comes cannot stay without being surprised, because this temple, built by placing only stones one on top of the other without lime and mortar. It may not be a miracle, but it is definitively an unmatched example of deep knowledge and preciseness of architecture, which cannot be ignored, which challenges nature and modern science every day for 1,000 years. This temple is a testimony to the unmatched workmanship and intelligence of ancient India. The incredible Kakinmath Temple, situated in the village named Saihaniya in Morena district of Madhya Pradesh, and its distance is 34 kilometers from Morena, 60 kilometers from Dholpur, and 58 kilometers from Gwalior city. This temple was built between 1015 to 1035 AD by Kachhap got King Kirtivarman for his queen Kaknavati.
Here we will end the video. How did you liked it? Please tell me in the comment box. For more updates, visit our website www.ecryptpass.com and follow us on Instagram. We'll meet you soon with another wonder of India. Till then, thank you, bye and take care.